Let's take a look at the rotating images. You may have these on your home page, and in this video I'm going to show you how to create new images and replace the current images on your home page. And I've broken this down into 3 easy steps. One is using Google Slides to create individual images. The next, we're going to take these individual images and upload them into gifcreator.me. This is a neat site that I think you're going to have fun with. And then we download the rotating images and upload them to your website. Here is a site with rotating images on the home page. What I need to do is create a Google slide and resize it so that it is an appropriate size for my home page. This is all customizable, meaning that you can make your slides more of a square or shorter rectangle, taller rectangle, whatever you want. So you see me just going into Google Slides, and I'm going to get rid of some of the elements that I don't need and set up my screen in a way that I can view it a little bit easier. So I'll delete this. I also don't need that part. I'm not changing the theme in any way, and I'm going to rename this Rotating Images. Next, I'll be changing the size of my screen. The size of the screen is going to be the size that the images will be downloaded as. So regardless of what you see on the screen, the only part that will be saved is going to be the white mat. So that's the part that we're concerned about. A nice rectangle across the top to start with is 1000 pixels across and 300 pixels high. So I'm going to set that parameters and say OK. You can see this is a nice long rectangle for the top of a website. If your pictures are a different size, a bigger square, try 1000 by 450 or something like that. But you can customize this to be what you want it to be. I think most of you already know how to create images and words in Google Slides. So that's the next step that I'm going to go through. Just creating every page as a slide, just as you would before. The only difference is going to be, think of each page now, or each slide, as an individual image. So you'll see me going through creating the slides and then saving each one as a JPEG. By saving it, you have to download them. So each image that I'm bringing in, I'm thinking of 2 different things about it. As I make it larger for the white area that I have to fill in, I want to make sure that I select images that will stay pretty clear as they get large. The other thing is I'm constantly looking up at the top left to see the thumbnail. This will help me to make sure that I'm covering the complete white background. You see, I just resized it by going under View, and I dropped it down to 50%. That's so that I could see the entire picture. Now that I'm happy with the look of the thumbnail, I have to download my image as a JPEG. This is simply under Download JPEG. When you click on that, your image is downloaded. In my case, it goes to my download file, and it carries the same name of the slide that I created. So that one is downloaded. I'm going to run through a few more images and creating some words on here, and you'll see that I just going through creating them, whether I use a new slide or if I use it right on top of the old slide, doesn't matter to me as long as I download the images and I'm happy with the look of the images that I'm downloading. The next step is to go to your web browser and go to a website called gifcreator.me. There's nothing to download. This is a free GIF creator, and all we're going to do is upload pictures to this site. So a couple things that I do first is I change the size of the images. So you'll see that it has a set image to start with, and I'm just going to write over here our 1000 by 300. Next, I need to upload the images simply by clicking on the image upload button. And I know I have to work my way to my download file. If you've saved your pictures anyplace else, then that's where you're going to go to. But my pictures have downloaded into the download folder. So I simply select the ones I want to upload and click upload. The images will start to come into the browser, and I want to double check that the size hasn't changed on me, and the speed, if you can tell, is going very fast. I would put it anywhere from 3,000 to 4,000 milliseconds in here, and that will slow things down a little bit. Depending on how many slides you have and what effect you're trying to do, you can even have individual slides go at different speeds. So once I'm happy with the look of everything, then you just simply have to click to create your animation. Once it's created, you're going to download the animation. Again, all of my downloads go directly to my download folder, so I know that that's where that's going to go. It comes up with its own name. We're going to change the name in a minute. So now I have to work my way back to the website on Google and go into that little gear at the top right and into Manage Sites. And we're going to go into Attachments. In Attachments, you will see that I've already uploaded the GIF, and this is where it's reading from. Instead of putting it in Google Photos, I think this is going to be easier if we just see it here. You can even click on View to make sure that you're looking at the right image to replace, which we are. So we're going to replace this image, and in order to replace it, we need to make sure we call it exactly the same title. So in order to do that, an easy way is to select the title, hit Control-C to copy the title, and then I'm going to jump back, well, to upload, and you can see that I now have a new image in my downloads. It's not a JPEG though, this one is a GIF. I know this is the one I need to replace because the GIF is the rotating image. So I'm going to click on here to change the name, change it to the exact name that's already in my website, and hit upload or open. Because it's the same name, it's going to replace the old one and go right on top of the same file. You can tell this is because it's changed from 1 to 2 updates over on the right side. And that's all you have to do. When you go back to your website, if you've uploaded the image on top of the old one, the images now on the home rotating page will be the new ones. I hope this helps you.